Hello! How you doing, Spotlighters?
It's Joe.
It's me.
And April.
And April.
And am I looking there?
Yeah, right here. Yeah, and so
So no eye contact. Want that eye contact?
Exactly.
All right, so I'm looking up at the.
You're looking right there. Yeah.
Okay.
And
green light.
See,
Perfect.
Green
We're
light.
in the
Green
same.
light. We're in the same room.
We're gonna say this is not a trick of.
No, this is not an optical
media.
illusion. This is not some sort of weird technology thing where nope. This is.
There's no green screen.
No.
You can't see a line like in between us. I'm like trying to do it like we're in the same room.
I do that all the time with the graphics down here. Don't worry about it. Yeah. But I am actually here for the first time ever. We're here in New England. Make sure you join us. Invite all. If you're not here in person joining us for this big CMSTV party, April and Kat just got done performing here at Cafe at the Mill. We're going to talk to them live next for a special edition of Christian Media Spotlight that is going to be from New England. I am here. The show is here. We are ready. Share it with your friends. Here we go, an all-new edition of Christian Media Spotlight, live for the first time ever from New England, starts right now.
You're the melody, the words, you're the chorus.
And now, Christian Media Spotlight with your host, Joe Neal.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us for an all-new edition of CMSTV. Let's squeeze in here. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for being here with us for the first time ever. Christian Media Spotlight is here from New England, here in Millbury, Massachusetts. We are here at Cafe at the Mill in Millbury, Massachusetts. There's a reason why we're here. It is a big CMSTV party. We are here sharing our thanks and our gratitude to everybody who has supported the show in the New England area for the last several months, especially since the Night of Hope concept has taken off. But also, as well, we are here celebrating a very special occasion because we got invited to these two ladies right here put on a fantastic concert at the Cafe at the Mill. April Kane, Kat Stewart joining me right now following their performance. Welcome to the show for the first time in person.
In person, and probably the last time.
Probably. Don't say that.
Aww.
They're not letting me off the hook. I will be. This isn't the last time we'll be from here.
No.
First, but not the last.
Yes.
So.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Thanks
Thank you.
For having me here.
Pleasure having you.
Well, like trying to squeeze in. I'm like, Joe.
They get to see this show live and in action here. It's not watching me on the other side of the computer screen. They're here with me. Tell us how the show was here at Cafe at the Mill. You guys have been looking forward to collaborating for a while. You did, as it's aptly named, Strings and Things.
Strings and
Things.
So it started off as being my show, doing a half set with Randy Black. So I had about an hour set, and I was doing all originals, and there were a couple songs that in the recordings that you can stream online, they have, obviously strings and things, all the instruments, and I was like, oh, what would be really nice is if I did a couple of my piano songs, which I don't ever get to do live because it's real difficult to lug around a piano. And I actually wanted to bring mine tonight, but I drive a 2-door Honda Civic, and with the snow, I was like,
the seat doesn't come out.
I tried to pry the passenger seat out. I'm like, this is not going to work. So a couple months ago, I said to Kat, Kat, do you know anyone that plays, strings, viola, violin? And she kind of looked at me like, she does like this face. Do you remember that face you made? Yes, it was. Do it again.
Wait.
It was like a yes. And
maybe.
I was like, it was like a maybe. I have a secret kind of face. And I was like, oh. And she was like, I do. And I was like, stop. I was like, we need to do this.
We
live."
need to talk.
And so for the very first time, she actually drove to my house with her, it's a 2-case, the violin and
The double case with
the
my
double
violin
case and the viola. And I played, and I'm in an apartment, okay? And I'm like, you know what, screw it. This music is so beautiful. I don't care if the neighbors complain. I was like, well, let them complain. No, really. But the first time that I heard it with my a couple of my piano songs, I like almost cried because it was like a dream come true for me to do my songs with like a real live performing
It was amazing.
orchestra
Accompaniment.
yeah. And so I knew Kat was going to be a part of it. So she did. I think I did 8 songs tonight. I did 7 or 8 songs tonight. I did 1 cover. I did 7 originals because that's what I do. I sit home and write music. Lots of originals. And
we love her for it.
And so Kat was the special guest tonight for me. So she played her viola. Am I saying it right? Is it viola or viola?
Viola.
So she played her viola for one of my songs, and then the last song she did her cello. So it was really special.
Oh, Kat.
Yeah.
Hello. Tell us what it was like performing out there tonight. I know you guys put on just an amazing couple of songs.
Wow, yeah.
Couple of moving ones out there, especially given the story that was behind that. Tell us a little more as well of how you got hooked up with April and what it's like being out there.
I knew as soon as she sent it to me, we had been talking. She was like, "Oh, do you know anyone that does this?" And I'm like, "Yes, I can, but I haven't in 3 years." So that was the first kicker. I was like, "All right, I have to reteach myself how to play viola and cello in less than a month." So scrambling a little bit behind that, but I do remember she was like, "All right, it's on Spotify. Just go look it up." And I was bawling. I was like, "I'll get back to you." And
I was like, "Oh."
She was like, "Really?" And I was like, "Yes." Okay, hold on. So I sat there, and I was in a tiny apartment, and again, same thing. I was like, I don't care if people are hearing me now playing this at 1 o'clock in the morning. Was when you called.
Oh yeah, we were FaceTime.
Yeah. We were on FaceTime. And I just started playing, and I hit the record button on my phone, started playing around with it, and sent it back to her. And she's like, "Yeah, this is."
I was like,
happening.
"That's perfect.
This is what we have to do with this." And so I was like, "Okay," and I took that recording and I learned it. So it was my raw, just kind of first time hearing it and kind of just really figuring everything out. Is what.
So she wrote her own piece for it.
Yeah,
by
so
ear.
It was all
Yep.
improv, completely just spur of the moment. When I listened to it, I played it, and then
Now, is that how you're used to playing? Are you used to playing and
I'm
learning
not.
things by ear, or are you more of like a sheet music?
You're classically trained.
I studied,
reader?
yeah. So I studied for 12 years. I studied violin, and when I kind of transitioned into high school, it was very competitive, and I was like, I'm not a very competitive personality, so I switched to viola,
She can
which
be.
is terrible.
She can
I'm one of
be.
those
Was
people.
viola like the short bus? Like no one wants to do that one?
Yes, that's precisely what it is. That has that reputation too.
Is it
so
really?
Anyone who's
Oh.
watching this and plays strings, I'm
That
sorry.
one's my favorite.
I'm one of those
That's
people.
the alto.
Yeah.
I was one of those people that jumped on the viola bandwagon because violin was too competitive. So then after that, I just fell in love with strings. So I play a lot of stringed instruments. And just
Similarly,
taught
is that how you
myself.
got involved with the cello?
That's
Same
exactly
thing?
how I got. Well, yes
Or
and
did
no. My friend gifted me a cello, and so I decided that I really should learn how to play it. Now that I had one, and then my mom also gave me one as a present. So I have 2 cellos. And you know, that one is my concert cello that I.
The one with the, as Stu said, striking color.
Yes, it is a very.
My,
striking
that's
color.
a striking color. It is.
Yes.
So
but
go
no.
watch the video.
Yes, indeed.
So with viola though, I did stick with that, and I ended up going to college my first year of college and studying a viola performance minor. So that was kind of my niche. I found my spot in the strings world was with viola. So yeah.
And she's very good.
If you're telling me you haven't played in like 3 years,
I have
never
would've
could tell.
known.
Never would have known.
Since my freshman
Never
year,
would've known.
of college, yeah, it's kind of been put on the back burner of things. But yeah, I haven't played in 3 years. Yeah.
Now, you also have a story behind the first song, April, about
Oh,
the one
the
you
song
guys
that-
played, the story that was written for your dear friend who passed away. That was the first song that Kat had done accompaniment on. For those who weren't familiar, maybe hadn't heard that story, what is the touching story behind the personal piece of writing that song?
So, this was a song. It's called "I Keep Hearing Music," and you can hear it online. It's been released since. When did I release that? Like last February, maybe. So January, February. So it's a song that I had written. I heard the chorus for it in my head, and I wanted to. I kind of had it in my head for something else, and then I was thinking about Amanda. So Amanda is my friend that passed away. She was. She had just turned 24, and she had overdosed, and it was very, very unexpected. And after that happened, I became close with her mother, and her mother and I talked a lot, and just one night I was like, okay, God, I was like, do you want me? I selfishly wanted to keep the song to be like about me and whoever I'm thinking about in my head. But as like the words were coming to me and the piano melody was coming to me, I still remember it was like pitch black. I went in my living room, I sat down on the couch, and I was like, all right, God, I was like, this is Amanda's song, like this is for her mom. I was like, do you want me to have it be for her mom? And I immediately just started to cry. I just started crying my eyes out, and I knew that it was for Amanda's mom. So I wrote it from the perspective of just things that I know about Amanda, and I wrote it from the perspective of her mother, kind of. Mostly conversations we've had, and then mixed with my own feelings and thoughts. So
when you share the song with her, do you think it helped bring any sense of comfort or healing?
She loved. I mean, she had a hard time because it made her very, very, very emotional. But she was super grateful, and she cried her eyes out, and she showed it to all her family, and there was a lot of family and friends that heard it, and they were touched, and it was kind of a thing too where this was 2017, and it was I think it meant a lot to her mom Amy that it was 3 years later it kind of brought attention back to Amanda, and that made her mom really happy.
We have some viewers joining us here on the program.
I love how he's like, "Where's Katie?"
Where's Katie?
Oh, Katie's busy selling my merch.
Katie's here. She's merch girl again. Yes, she's
yeah. Katie,
you're on the program.
Oh, hi, Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth. Kat and April, were you both nervous in performing, or were you used to it? So talk about that for a moment.
I texted Kat yesterday, and I was like, Kat, please tell me I have no reason to be nervous. Why am I so nervous?
She did.
I was very nervous.
Confirmed. She did.
So you were pretty...
I was nervous because when I was in high school, and so I'm 30, when I was way before my 20s, I was doing this all the time. I was super comfortable. I was confident, and I would just go on stage, and I did it so often that I never ever got nervous. But then all through my 20s, I went to college, and I didn't perform anymore. And so now it's like I'm trying to get back into the groove of performing to the point where eventually I won't be nervous anymore at all. But because I just haven't done it often enough, I get super nervous before.
For our big music events, you should see me about 5 minutes before we go on air. So.
Are you serious?
Big events like that, about 5 minutes, I'm always making, because my biggest worry is that a technical glitch could happen.
Yeah,
and I'm
true.
trying to do everything I can. Once I get rolling,
yeah,
then it's good.
He does dress rehearsals.
I sell in after the first 4 or 5 minutes after we go air, and then it's
and you do your run-throughs beforehand.
Yeah,
yeah.
I do all my run-throughs. Yeah. How about you? Any Any nerves for your part of the whole thing tonight?
I was a little nervous. I never thought that I would be admitting that I'm now more comfortable singing on a stage than playing. But after not playing for 3 years, my butt was shaking. I was
going to say, is that part of what the nerves were tonight? Is the fact that you just haven't...
Yeah, the fact that I haven't done it. And I was like, this would be a lot easier if I were singing. But it went fine.
And one of your strings broke, too.
One of my strings broke right before we went on, of course.
Like, her coat wasn't even off right after we got here.
I was
like, oh, hi, Kat.
I opened my case.
Her backpack's still on her, and she's looking at it, and I'm like, uh-oh.
I opened my case. I went to go tune it because it was loose, and sometimes they do. They just pop, like the peg slips, and you just have to tighten it up again. And I'm tightening it, and I'm still tightening it, and it's still loose, and I'm seeing the end of it start to fray and just come off. And at that point, there's nothing I can do. I keep extra strings in my case. I must have broken that one before, and that was my replacement string. So I'm sitting here with 3 strings, none of which are the string that I need to replace. So I was panicking. It worked out,
but
it worked out.
It was one of the strings that she didn't play. So you played the bottom 2, right?
I was mostly on the bottom.
This is her cello, yeah. So the string we needed didn't break.
Thankfully, yes. Of all the strings to break, and of course that'd be that one. It's great to have you.
Mary says, I so wish I was there. We do too.
Oh, yes, we miss you, Mary. Yes. Hopefully you come this
Katie's
next time around. I heard you flew 6 hours of the show. Hope your arms didn't get too tired. Yeah, my arms are just fine, thank you. I have a few more to go tomorrow. Or did you use Katie's broomstick?
Who said that?
that was Ruth. Mary said you're asking for trouble. Yeah.
To answer Mary's question,
Mary said the green room as they are. Yes,
we are actually in a hallway.
Yes.
We try to find a room.
Is this the artist room at the mill? Not really. No, it's just kind of.
Show them around. It's
kind of a hallway between the stage area and the kitchen here at the mill. Hey, Joshua, how are you? Joshua says hello. Great to have you with us on the program as we are live for the first time ever from the New England area here at Cafe at the Mill.
We don't all fit in this.
That kind of works.
That does.
There we go. That kind of works. All right. These 2 talented ladies, I had the honor of seeing them live tonight here at Cafe
we
at
should
the Mill.
ask Joe, what was it like for you being the interviewer, being the person who's always in the Northwest, sitting behind the computer screen? Tell us about your experience seeing. I make it sound like you're like this like creepy being behind the computer screen shade. No, but what was it like for you being here in New England? Obviously, you're overwhelmed with emotion and feeling kind of because a lot of us CMSTV people are here in New England.
There's a lot of them. There really is a lot of them.
And so a lot of them came here to meet Joe. And what was it like for you watching the performers that you have had on your show? What was it like seeing us in person live doing the show?
It was amazing. Every bit as amazing as I thought it would be, honestly.
Okay, but for real.
I know. I'm being real. I'm only that way. No, I mean I don't. I'm like you. I don't mess around. It was just amazing. It really was amazing. Seeing the giftings really shine amongst you 2, and you 2 collaborated so well, and it sounded so terrific out there. I couldn't be more proud of you guys.
I did try to make him cry.
Everybody has tried to do that at one point or another this weekend, trying to hang on in there. But yeah, no,
I beat you at kid bowling.
Oh, they
it's
went
true.
bowling
We did
today.
candlepin bowling. It's a thing. See, we don't have it out there in the Northwest. That's
We take shortcuts
Northeast
here.
claim to fame.
We do candlepin.
Candlepin. It's a very smaller ball with
Straight.
candle straight pins. Or normally, if you knock a regular bowling pin down, it'll usually take out 2 or 3. No, you can hit it straight on and only take out 1. But on the flip side, it doesn't, unlike regular bowling, it doesn't sweep in between
Yeah,
the
you
bowls.
can use
Did you
You
have
can
to
use the pins to your advantage.
Did you have to use the bumpers on your lane?
No, we didn't.
Oh.
No, we did
I
not.
Are you
We
lying?
did, no, we did
Because you
not.
hesitated.
We did
I
not
did
use the
not
bumpers.
allow
No.
it.
Really?
No.
See, I would have to. I'm gonna,
And she invited Stu along, which hopefully we'll
Stu,
corral
me
here
too.
in a little bit. She was talking smack to the both of us. See, she can sit here and
I-
say
yeah, I
she's
can
not
do
much
that.
of a competitor,
You bowl a lot,
but
don't
really, I found out differently being here how competitive she can be. So she says that. Don't believe her.
don't put her in bowling shoes, I guess.
Don't. She can talk smack with the best of them. She said when Stu got it, she's like, I just have to beat the both of you now.
Oh, she's amazing.
It was true. I almost did. But someone
She almost
bowled
did.
for me.
This is how I find my goggles.
Wait,
Someone took my spot
hold
and
it, hold
bowled
it. I
my
bowled.
frame.
I bowled for you and inadvertently because in canopin bowling, unlike regular bowling, you go 2 frames before the next person's turn. So I made the mistake of bowling second frame
Oh,
for you. But see,
you
at least I got you 5. Okay.
But it says the name on
No,
the board. It says
No,
whose
no.
turn it
See, I
is.
was used to regular bowling again. See, but
You didn't look at the board, did you?
no. See, I bowled her a
Just
5,
wait, it gets
and
worse.
I bowled her a 5, right? At least I bowled her a 5. So it isn't like.
Yeah.
So I told Kat, I was
You
like,
made her lose, pretty much.
no, I told Kat, I was like,
I'd
okay,
be
you
bad.
can bowl one for me, right? You can bowl one for me. I at least got her a 5. What does she do on my frame? She goes and gets me a 1.
Got her.
She goes and
Got
gets
her.
me a 1.
You know that was on purpose because
So-
she's good.
You know, we didn't want to leave out that part of the story. See, when she bowled, I got a 1, so that kind of made up for that.
I have to admit, you're not.
You know that was going to come out at least once
Yes.
in person during this whole entire thing. You knew that was going to happen. But, no, seriously, it was, if somebody told me what I was in for this weekend, I would have said yes, and more yes, I'll do it over again in a heartbeat.
So it was
because-
worth like that mad rush to get. Didn't you buy like a one-way ticket to
I did. I bought 2 one-ways.
like
Yeah.
the cheapest
Yeah.
route? Like way to go.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah. But no, it's of course, speaking on behalf of the show, we're just so humbled and blessed. I've gotten to meet so many of the great artists who you, our fans who are watching, some of who are watching live or on television, have seen over the past number of months, especially on Night of Hope, and getting to put faces to the names and seeing them and hearing them say to me, "You're an actual real person."
I had to poke you.
She did. She didn't believe it at first.
there was some poking.
Pulling up at the airport, she has this look on her face like,
It's you. It's that guy behind the
it's you.
computer.
She had to
Shock.
stop. She
I was
was like, this actually happened. Like,
It's real. It was. I could not process at first that it was happening.
it took her a second.
It did.
It did. It's like, you're an actual person. So
You're like, wait, I need to
put.
put a computer in front of your face. Okay,
I
now
did
go
that.
on talking.
I put him
We
in
were-
Okay,
we-
I
we were-
recognize you now.
We were talking about doing something weird like that, about
Yeah.
phone to computer to like just to create
just
this
like
illusion.
vortex, yes.
Yeah, this vortex type of thing. Yeah. See what I miss by doing in-person interviews?
This is so much more
I miss
fun, don't you
this.
think?
Yeah, it's just more. I miss this part of the deal. I mean, we've been so fortunate and so granted. It's so grateful to be able to do like virtual stuff and keep the show going and talk with folks all over the country. But
Well, let's
This
make
is-
a deal then.
this is one of the
You
best
get
parts of my
us-
job.
You get us a gig in the Northwest. We'll fly out to see you,
Okay.
and we'll do
Okay.
as much of this as you want.
Okay.
But you get
All
us a
right.
gig out there.
Okay. Huh?
Sorry.
What? But yeah, so it's been absolutely tremendous seeing all these people, and it's great being out here, and it's definitely not going to be the last time they're going to see myself or the program come out this direction. I've basically had to promise that.
Yeah, gonna have to just like rent a house here.
I just might. Yeah. Somebody actually asked me if I was going to move out here.
You're like, this is like the first time.
This is like I'm still in the
My
area.
mom was trying to.
What?
She was pressing for it.
She
That you-
was.
It was your mom?
She was.
Yeah, it was like, so you're gonna move out here, and we were like, yeah.
She was.
Yeah.
She was. She
You
was.
said yes at lunch. Yeah, you did.
I
You said
did.
yes. You
I'm
did
not.
confirm.
I mean, oh, I did.
You did. Can't go back on it now. It's live. we're live, so.
I've enjoyed every minute of
Doug,
it.
you
They gave up. Everyone else gave up.
Sorry.
I've literally enjoyed every minute out here. It's been absolutely fantastic. The hospitality has been wonderful out here, and so is Stu. He's gonna hopefully pop on in just a couple of minutes.
Let me grab Katie.
Oh, from Cafe at the Mill. Whoever you want to tag in here. We're doing this episode here live. While we're waiting for.
Don't tell her you're live. Just don't tell her you're live. Can you
Well,
come
we're-
here? Can
wait.
you just look over
Come
here?
here. Yeah.
Hi.
Hi. We're live.
We're live.
Oh, we're live! Hi!
We're live. Hi.
Don't tell her.
I was going to take a picture. Hi, everybody!
You see, she's been on here for the video
Can you wanna
viewer
sit?
segments once or twice, but here she is, and we wanted to bring her on.
She brought me
We-
flowers just so everybody knows. She made me feel like I was special and famous.
She is special and she's going to be famous.
You say it like matter of fact.
You heard it here first. I mean,
Confidence.
well, I mean, they're just finally figuring out what we all knew for a long time. And we're just waiting for them to jump on board with this whole plan. See?
Yes.
But anyway, she is one of the just viewers who has been largely, for the most part, she's been like a Northeast ambassador out here
Yeah.
for this
Official title.
show. Exactly. She's like a Northeast ambassador for the show. She's a large reason why a lot of this is happening right now because she put us in touch with, with Right Hand Shade, and then one thing led to another, and then the rest is history. So
Katie Fest.
we
Katie Fest one day is gonna be like gonna be like in competition with Soul Fest.
So,
Literally, it'll be like-
Uh-oh.
You heard that here first.
You heard
I didn't even know that.
It's gonna be like as big as Soul Fest. Katie Fest.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
And
Yeah.
CMS is going to be my top sponsor.
I'm already committed for next year, ladies and gentlemen. You heard that here
You're
first,
my biggest
Spotlighters.
supporter. I don't know what I would ever do without her.
I never would have met you
Since I
if
met
it
her.
wasn't for Katie Fest.
I wouldn't have met anything.
We met at
That's-
Katie Fest.
Anything.
Oh.
She's like a huge indie artist supporter. If she likes you, I'm just kidding.
Is she-
No, but really, I am lucky. Like I am lucky, blessed, lucky, blessed. So like I met you, and
Hashtag.
like for some reason that's a long hashtag. For some reason, she liked me at River Rock, and we just became friends, and we like you've had me sing. I sang at your church last Christmas.
Yes.
And we did Katie Fest,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
she's like, I feel like really lucky to have you in my corner. Serious.
Oh, thank you. I'm lucky.
There's a lot of love going on around
It's
here.
true though.
So
It's
much
so
love.
true.
Oh.
She gives me like half the confidence I have. Like she reminds me things like all the time.
So, what is it like watching from a distance for the longest time, actually seeing this thing at work?
It has been
In
great,
action.
like, because you were saying earlier, like, when I told you 50 artists for Night of Hope 3, like, I wasn't joking, but I wasn't sure that it was going to happen, because that's a lot of work for Joe.
I wasn't either.
And Joe was like, no! And I was like, yes, let's do it 50. And we pretty much got
she
there.
was cheering it on the
I
whole
was like,
entire
four
time.
hours. People will watch it for 4 hours.
Once we crossed the 30
And
mark.
Facebook's like, nope.
Facebook was like,
No.
no.
And I think I was one. It was like right before mine.
Yeah.
I was like, don't put me before Rebecca St. James ever again. Beginning this time. I thought that was gonna work for my favor. Nope.
No.
Facebook shut us down.
Yeah.
But on the next
And
one,
then like
I
no one
did.
came back.
On the next edition,
did.
though. Well, I did obviously because
Joe
I was
came back,
I
that's
was hosting. I had to press the ones and twos.
Cat, of
I had to
course.
press the buttons. But no, we made it out to her on the next Night of Hope. We featured that set that some people
Yes.
largely missed right there in the center. So we made sure people did not miss a second of it.
We gotta update her on. So Bruce Bellbeck
Okay.
did mention you and a broomstick. You might want to go and read that comment.
Gross.
Yeah. See what happens when you're here is you're not like right tuned into the comments.
I didn't know we were live.
We
I
didn't
was
want
selling
to.
merch at the
We
table.
didn't want to tell you.
Have I sold any merch?
Yes, of course.
I Venmo'd you mine.
I'm like, yeah, I sold it. You guys already bought them at Katie Fest.
I know. And then we
I've got one
Oh,
right
Joe,
here.
show
Get
me
get
yours.
get
Oh,
yours
yes.
today. Yes, right there. There you
Yeah,
go.
order them online, guys.
Yes.
I don't have one to show them.
I know.
Well,
Yeah, but you don't. Hold it
What?
like this.
Like what?
No, like your hand like this, like me.
Like,
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
So people can see.
Sorry, I'm not used to being a jewelry model.
Yes, jewelry model. Hold it up.
Oh, yeah.
See, that's what people are seeing.
Right-
That
right there.
screen.
It has the
Okay.
guitar pick. It's made out of guitar strings.
It's
She
guitar
hands make
strings.
them.
Yes.
Come up closer to
Come
that
up.
green light. That's love and care, my friends, right
Yes,
there.
it is.
Look at
I'm
intricate.
enjoying this chaos.
I was telling Joe. Wait. Oh, you're not in. There
Wait.
you go. This way. I was telling Joe that every show I do, like, so I started doing these for River Rock because I was like, I had no
Whose
idea
idea was it to make?
what to do for merch. Well, I found it on Pinterest, and
I
I
know.
told you, and you're like, oh, that's a really good idea. You should do that. And I was like, you sure? And you were like, yeah. So, because I'm like, who's gonna buy like a T-shirt that says April Kane? Like, who the heck is April Kane? Like, or you know what I mean? Like, I'm not at that point. It's not like I'm.
Yeah.
So, but I'm a crafter.
How do you
so-
think I got nudged into merch?
So I'm a
Just
crafter though.
saying.
So I made these, and
right.
why am I?
Oh, that's right.
I was
that's
gonna
right.
sign my CMS mug, but I forgot it. So now
She
he has to
forgot
come
it.
back so he can sign
She-
it.
That would be,
she for-
that would have been a really good idea. My shirt that you can't read the writing on.
I know. At least you could have read one writing.
Yeah, that would have been perfect. Oh, that's such a good idea.
Thank you. Next time.
Oh man.
Katie Fest 2021.
That would have been a good idea. Yeah.
And
So,
it-
anyways, yeah.
I mean to depress you.
But every time I make these now, they get more and more intricate.
I know.
I
That's
said-
why I need a new one. They're so different than
my
the one I
next
have.
show, like
Mine
they
just
get
has 4 beads on it.
from the original. Look at how many beads that one has. And
I
they
know.
all are different like colors, and they're all made with love and care.
Some of them have colored guitar strings. Like she has a blue one, a pink one. I was like, I want all of these.
Did you get the blue one?
She did. She bought
Oh,
the blue
where
one.
is it?
I gave it to Rachel DeLong. She wanted
Oh. Oh.
it. Oh.
So Rachel
I
DeLong has
gave it
an
to Rachel
April
DeLong.
Kane
I did.
guitar
Alright.
string bracelet.
Yeah,
That's
no.
nice.
Yeah. And
That's
she was
sweet.
here tonight too.
She
Rachel
did come.
DeLong was here. We had Matt from Right Hand Shade was here. I think he's still, some
He is
people are
still
still
here.
out
He is
there.
still here.
Heather Ray was still here. Heather Ray was here. Face Road was here. It's just amazing and blown away by how many folks actually made it out tonight that have been on this particular show. But yes,
Half of
you-
them came out because they knew Joe was going to be here. It wasn't for me.
I came for April.
I wasn't
Katie
going
came
to.
for
I
me.
wasn't going to say that. I really wasn't because
Come.
these two over here are the reasons.
It was funny.
why
I'm like, I made this Facebook event thing like 2 months ago. I'm like, me and Kat, Stewart, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Katie's sharing the crap out of it, right? And then, like, no responses, right? And then all of a sudden, people find out he's coming. And everyone's like, oh, I'm going to be there. I'm going to go.
32 responses
32?
in one day.
In one day, because they found out he's going to be here. What the heck, people?
Is this where I'm supposed to say sorry, not sorry? I don't know.
Sorry, not
This is where we say, thank you, Joe. We appreciate you. Thanks for coming.
See, this is what I missed about doing the in-person shows.
Aw.
It's
I know.
stuff like this, the antics,
The chaotic
and or
energy.
well,
No,
Okay.
the comments
we-
get pretty
chaotic
awesome.
energy, shenanigans. I mean,
All the shenanigans.
so yeah, you're actually seeing the real thing. This is the first time that you're actually
I'm reading the
seeing
broomstick comment.
You're
Yeah. There's a boomstick coming in there.
That's right there.
it's right there.
I was like, we're going to...
Oh,
We will meet you
Wait.
someday, Liz.
yes.
Oh, did you use Katie's broomstick? That.
There you go.
From the
I
Wish family.
wish I could meet you guys in person. Maybe someday that can happen. We would love it.
Oh, yeah.
We would love it.
Why do skeletons stay so calm, Kat?
Because they're dead?
Why do
Mary says,
skeletons
"I've been
stay
in that
so
very
calm?"
hallway. You
Oh.
have been in that very hallway. Yes,
Why do
indeed.
skeletons
Why do skeletons stay so calm?
Because they're dead.
I think she's.
No.
It's today's riddle.
We're letting
Kat's the riddle master.
Riddle master on the
And
spot.
Master.
She is. If you've ever tuned
Why-
into one of our hangouts, Elizabeth poses riddles, and
Why
she
is
solves
And
skeleton-
Kat almost always beats me.
Yeah, but I'm not good with Skeletons. I don't know. Okay.
Oh,
I
so
know.
there
Let
is.
me.
There
I'm gonna
is.
take you through my thought process though, because like.
Let's
all
go.
right.
This
Let's
is-
see how this actually happens here.
Okay,
Let's watch
so
the
Elizabeth,
Riddle Master at work.
I really
Scared
hope that you're
face.
watching this and you can either confirm or deny, because I go through about 6 or 7 answers before I type mine. So like bones rattling, they're dead, they're calm, their bones aren't rattling. I don't know. It
They're
has
not in a
something to do with
hurry. They're
rattling.
not in a rush.
They're not. Yeah. Why do skeletons
Did she say
stay so?
Huh.
See, the only thing I can think of is skin and bones. Did I?
Oh,
Oh!
good plug for Skin and Bones by April Kane.
Oh.
See, this is why. This is why.
This is why
This is why.
Oh.
Oh,
That was the
oh.
only thing I was like,
Skin and
skin and
bones.
bones, skin and bones. Like, wait, that's a April Kane song. That has nothing to do with the answer.
Bones. I'm still thinking.
She's
Don't-
still.
This is
She's
my,
still. When
Can
she
you
has
see the
the
smoke coming out of my ears yet?
Yes.
full of
careful.
steam.
She eats an M&M's.
I have had 6 cups of coffee and an entire bag
Did
of
you show
peanut
her that
M&Ms
bag?
today.
Oh, you did eat that?
No. It'd be really,
Kat, in case you're
it'd be
wondering
really
where the plain
amazing,
ones are, they're
Elizabeth,
like
if you found a riddle to
like,
actually
I'm taking these.
stump her here in person.
Peanut butter ones.
You have given me
Okay.
one that is, I'm trying to think.
Oh.
Well,
Because nothing gets
Under their skin.
That's
Oh,
one.
see, I was closer with the
you're on
skin.
the right
Yeah,
track.
I was
You're on the
I
right
was
track.
Kitty one-
Katie
have
won
to
with
be-
Skin and Bones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She was
it
close.
sure
Right,
was
that was
closer.
closer.
Yeah,
That
it
wasn't
wasn't
closest.
That was.
That's true.
Plug.
Thank you.
It's a plug.
So did you actually partially steal one from the Riddle Master here in person? Is that what you
You
just
did.
Oh.
You
Is that what you
did
just
partially.
did?
You got
Oh.
closer.
Is
than,
that what you did here?
I think
Yeah.
I need redemption then.
Yeah, we need
We
we
need
need
better
another-
have
another
another
one.
one. There's another one you can throw at us. Please do so in the comments here on the program. Now, how many times, Katie, have you seen April in person? You've seen a couple times now?
She looks me up and down. She's like,
Like 4?
she's like,
River Rock
What's
High
Mount?
Church,
River
Katie
Rock?
Fest, and this.
So 4.
no, this
I didn't come to the Apple Festival.
Although, while we're waiting for another riddle, though, April, how about you tell us
done?
about this new song you have coming out next week?
Oh,
that,
the word that I cannot pronounce.
The word that you that she actually had to Google.
Recondite.
She actually Googled it, which none of us were surprised that she actually took the time to Google what it actually meant.
See, this is
But-
a great insight into my songwriting process. So once you hear the song Recondite Line, which comes out next Friday, available on all streaming platforms, get ready, you're going to like it. It's like a fun, the way I view it is I feel like it's like an early Taylor Swift, but like more mature.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you know what I
I
mean?
can hear that, yeah.
So
Like a more mature early Taylor Swift type.
is the
Yeah.
is the recorded version pretty almost identical or similar to what you played
Well,
tonight?
I played exactly what the recorded
Exactly.
version is. But like
It's
with the
probably
other
more
instruments. Oh, yeah. Yeah,
It'll be a
it
lot fuller.
sounds awesome. And
You can go back and watch it tonight, though.
You can.
yeah, but seriously, the studio recording is awesome. But I picked the word recondite because it's kind of weird doing this now because people haven't heard the song yet. But I didn't know what it was before. But part of as a songwriter, I'm always trying to I'm trying to be the one who doesn't say what everyone else is saying all the time because I don't like that kind of music, and it's just like redundant and it doesn't mean anything after everyone in the world says it. So I always look for ways, but it's also kind of the poet in me too. Like I kind of look for ways to say things that just like are more metaphorical, whatever. And I was actually looking through a dictionary because I was looking for, and I don't use a dictionary, but for this particular song, I wanted to find a synonym for something for, I don't remember what word it is. I don't remember.
But that's
Good story.
But that's
I don't remember.
but that's in a sense
We're
how
tired.
This
you
is the
landed
first
on the
time
word.
I landed on the word recondite because I was thinking, the Dave Matthews song, "You've got your ball, you've got your chain."
Yeah.
So I was thinking like that, and I was thinking like a fishing rod, fishing line, and I wanted a synonym Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, okay.
And the word
yeah,
recondite
yeah.
means it's something that the other person understands, but they're not really letting you in on the full story. So it's like they're giving you like what is it called when you go fishing?
Reel.
Slack.
Reel. Cast.
These are all great fishing
Yeah.
words.
No,
but
this
not-
is not the one. Not the one she's looking for.
oh no, I'm not fishing. Like throw,
Cast.
throwing a bone.
Don't-
Like you throw a dog a bone, right? Throw me a bone. You know what that means, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Throw me a bone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was kind of looking for. Just hear the song.
Just
Just
It was
listen to it.
just hear the song
It was
already.
like I sang on a stage for an hour. Words don't work anymore.
It's
We're
not.
just
I've had such a headache, and I
That's
know they're waiting. I think they're still waiting.
Yeah, they're
around.
looking at us.
we'll get some of them on
They're
here in just a
staring at us.
second.
I feel bad. Just
now-
listen to it. It's great. You'll
Now,
love
yeah, bring Sue or somebody else in here. Let's keep filtering them in here in the next little bit. Now, what sort of new music do you have coming
Oh
down
dear.
the road? Oh no, did I put her on the spot just
You
now?
know what? I'll
Put me
say
on the
goodbye.
spot.
Yeah,
now,
here-
if that's okay, and then
Yes.
let you go on.
Yes.
All right.
Go.
So,
So-
I'm gonna
so-
drive home.
So
Alright.
go on there, Kat. Yes.
Oh,
I'll be-
can I say goodbye?
That's terrible.
Oh yes, you can say goodbye.
Yes, please.
Yes,
Well, I
please
think
do.
of
Bye,
something.
guys. I just want to say bye, and it's really cool to be here. Like, oh my God, we're in the
Oh,
same room.
we're in the same room.
Like again, no part. Like, there's no green screen.
There's
like,
nothing,
no,
none of
like-
that. This is all not one big illusion here.
Yeah, yeah. So it was fun. Thank you so
Yes,
much, Joe.
Thank
And
you.
I'm not gonna see you again. So,
Oh well.
well, I mean, like you're leaving in the morning.
Then give us a sec.
I'm heading out of
Finish
here.
your question.
so-
I'm gonna say bye. What sort of stuff do you have coming up that we can?
Coming up, well, I
He's
have
like,
a-
you keep him entertained.
Wow, you just walk away. All right. Or I could just bring Matt Jones in here because he's standing right there. And for new music, I do have some new
I'm
stuff
so glad
coming
you
out,
came.
and Your Love is being released very soon.
Thank you.
So that's really excited. It's almost finished in our studio and getting that work done. But yeah, we have a couple of new songs that we've been developing that Joe hasn't even heard yet. So that's really exciting, and I'm excited to kind of, as usual, send it off to my first
As usual.
premierist, and just kind of give you kind of that sneak peek there. But yeah, for the most part, we're just plugging along and still writing, always writing.
Always ready.
So yeah, it's exciting. I don't want to give too much away though. There's a lot
Seriously,
of great things.
I'm so proud of these two and what they did tonight, and really everybody.
you.
It's just a prime example of the talent that's up here, and I'm always amazed by the level of talent that appears on this particular program and Trust Our program. And let's get another one of them, because I told everyone who was watching beforehand to watch this edition, because you never know. This turned into one big CMSTV party. You
We're
never know.
dragging you
You
in.
never know who's going to stop by for a quick second. Matt Jones, get in here! Come on, man!
Good night.
Right hand shade, everybody.
Guys,
What's up? Are you out here too? Are you
I
leaving-
don't know.
Are you
You're
leaving
with
too?
us.
No, you sit down.
Hang
You
out,
sit
Kat.
down.
Hang
Get
out.
over here.
All
You're
right.
not leaving us yet. What's up, Matt? How you
it's-
doing,
it's
man?
amazing to see Joe in the flesh.
These guys. Now,
Person.
I want to say something for a second too, because I don't know if I probably told them this yet. There's only really a handful of artists who have been with us since we have launched this Night of Hope concept, the very first one back in April. And I do believe Matt and the guys at Right Hand Shade have the distinction of being one of those artists that have been with us for every single edition since the very.
Man, it's an honor. That's such
So
an
they were
amazing
in. They were
honor.
in on the ground floor of this thing when it got started. So we so appreciate their partnership and their support over the years. Thank you guys so much.
Joe, man, we couldn't be more grateful for you guys and for all you do for all of the Christian artists, just to be able to share our music and to be able to have this community where we can support each other and grow together, pray for each other, and just to be able to minister, to do the songs that God's put in our hearts to be able to share. Man, what a privilege. It really is. Thank you for all you do.
Thank you. Something in my eye there. All right.
He finally did it.
No, it's not. It's not the first time. I've kept it on the down low. I've been literally on the verge a bunch of different times. So trying to keep it together here. But no, tell us what you guys have got going on right now, because you guys have stayed busy. You guys, of course, over the course of this season, we've seen you do the drive-in show once or twice, which she was there. She was there.
She organized that show, by the way.
You know, they've done so many different things. I know Elizabeth has been watching. Of course, these guys, we saved their new acoustic version of It's Time for the birthday hangout, which is something we've been doing lately. So I made sure to save that one aside to play that one then. But it's just been what's next for you guys as far as musically? I know you were in the studio here not that long ago, over the summer, you know, mastering and recording a new project. What can we look forward to here soon?
So we were at Old Bear Studios. We recorded our second professional studio album, which we cannot wait for you guys to hear. We're so excited to share it with you. We are working on, we're about to launch our Kickstarter for that.
Oh.
So that's going to be, hopefully in the next couple of weeks, we are working really hard on putting together all of the pieces of our Kickstarter campaign. And let's see, man, we are embarking on a New England Christmas tour. So that's you know, several New England states that we are privileged to be able to get to share some of our favorite Christmas music with. In the next, I guess it's between Thanksgiving and Christmas, will be like 7 or 8 different dates. So that's exciting. And after that, it's going to be all about the new album. So hopefully, if everything goes as planned, it'll be an early 2021 release. So that's the
I was
goal.
going to ask you if you guys are shooting for a specific time range yet.
It would be amazing to do a first quarter release, but I don't know yet. I'm not sure. It's in God's timing.
We won't hold him to it. Yeah, the epitome of God's timing. Yeah. Being here tonight, maybe I can ask you this as well. Maybe we can get Cass' perspective here in a couple of minutes as well. I was amazed to come out here in the New England area and just seeing the camaraderie amongst the different artists that is up here. I mean, we saw so many different people tonight. You guys, we saw Faith Row that were here. Yeah. Can you speak to not only like places like the Mill, but just the camaraderie and just the network of community, which we so love? I mean, that's what we're all about here, that exists up here between a lot of your artists that are like extended family, all pushing each other and encouraging each other together.
Yeah, that really is what it is, Joe. It's a family. It is an extended family, and it's so important to support each other because New England it's tough soil to till. You know, it's a lot of people call New Englanders the chosen frozen, and I've never loved that term. But you know, to some degree, it can be a hard place to do ministry, and so it's really important to have a network of support around you of other fellow Christian artists who can join you in prayer and who have the same kind of kingdom-minded perspective, just to see the gospel go out. And I think that there's power in that. You know, God honors that. He comes behind that, and He can do something greater than any of us can do on our own through something like that. So it's so important.
Yeah. Now, Kat, I know you know a lot of these Northeastern artists as well. Yeah. What's it like from your perspective with a lot of just the networking? Not only thanks to places like this, but just the network that exists between all of you guys that are...
I think Matt hit it pretty much right on the head with that. It's just so important, and it is tough, especially in this area, sometimes to be able to just keep pushing through it and persevering and having those connections and having those people. I know all the time I'm just on the phone having just random conversations and supporting and praying over the phone with so many of these local artists and so many people that are in the area and planning, you know, going to shows together and starting Bible studies together and doing all of these incredible things, especially with the amount of artists now that are my age, that are in their 20s, like young kind of just coming out of high school, and it's really encouraging to see that and kind of be like, okay, yeah, this is furthering, this is going forward, and it's a huge blessing for me and encouragement. But I think for all of us, just to kind of be able to depend on each other and only be, not that far away. Not that far away.
Yeah.
New England is very much close together. And 45 minutes for some people might seem like a long drive, but it's always, especially being here in Massachusetts, I'm 45 minutes from just about anywhere. Depending on how fast I drive, but it is just kind of central. We're a community, we're a family,
Yeah, we couldn't miss upon an opportunity. Of course, there was, unbeknownst to me, a level of excitement that I seriously am not lying to you when I say I did not anticipate. The level of excitement, just the announcement that we were bringing the show out here, that we're coming out here has produced. It's quite humbling, to be honest with you, and that's part of why I'm like choked up, is because it's very humbling, to say the least, and very encouraging that this show is doing what it's supposed to do, and its confirmation of that is just being such an encouragement to all the artists that take part, because that's what we always pray as well. They're an encouragement to us. We couldn't do these shows, we couldn't do Night of Hopes at all without their participation, and so to hear that it's left to some sort of an impact in their lives and in their ministries, that to me means the world to me. That almost means just as much, having that be central to the mission of what we do here. And so we couldn't let this opportunity go by without broadcasting a show out here after such an amazing concert. And it definitely won't be the last time, for sure. We're bringing our show out here. And so, Matt, any final thoughts you have for our viewers before we begin to wrap things up on this edition from our first ever from New England here?
Well, it's crazy weather right now. It snowed today.
Snow in late October. I couldn't believe it.
That's very unusual for us, but stay warm, stay dry. If you guys are not having snow, then be grateful.
Yeah.
But no, guys, and seriously, thank you so much for all of your support and your encouragement. Thank you for praying for us. Thank you for just being behind our ministry, because we can't do what we do without you guys as well, and without Christian Media Spotlight, and without these amazing places we get to play, Cafe at the Mill, and so many different churches and ministries that have come behind us and supported us. So we're just so grateful, and we pray for you guys as well. We pray for places before we go out to play. We pray for the venues by name, and just it's a humbling thing to be able to get to do what we do. And so from the bottom of our heart, thank you guys. God bless you all.
Yeah. Any final thoughts here?
Well, you got very close.
Oh.
I can't see. No, just the same. Just thank you for your support, and for CMS and the community and the Spotlighters. I appreciate all of you guys so much, and we're also, praying for you and your ministry and Night of Hopes and everything that you guys are doing that is blessing and reaching across the world. Forget the United States, just as many people as it possibly can right now, especially where live shows are still banned in places. Yeah. We're very fortunate in New England, especially to be able to host live music, but in a lot of places, praying that this social media and everything here is the way that people are still getting that. And it's a perspective that I had to think of when you said that you still didn't have live shows, and for me it was a no-brainer.
Still don't.
For me it was a no-brainer. I'm like, why wouldn't you? And it's something that I was definitely taking for granted, and now I'm just praying that will come back throughout the whole country. But thank you guys for your online and social media support, especially with our music and everything that I've been putting out recently. This is out of my comfort zone, but it's been something that CMS and the Spotlighters and the community here has been so welcoming to and so accepting of, and that was really just a comfort and a peace for me. I'm just so thankful for that too. So thank you, Joe, for giving me a platform.
We got her out from under her rock, and by golly, she's not going back under that rock again. We are making sure that we're nudgingly and gently, in love, of course, here on this program. Yes.
Awesome.
But Elizabeth is joining us. I don't think. Oh, wait, hold on. Okay, well, we have the riddle master here. What is the secret to a good elevator pitch?
What is a secret to a good elevator pitch?
Short and sweet.
Is that another one we've...
See, I'm thinking music pitch.
Hmm.
And I can't.
I know.
Highs and lows? I don't
Highs
know.
and lows. She's going to have to tell us the answer. I think you might have just about gotten her again. But, of course,
There's something me tonight.
Elizabeth also said you should come to Ohio sometime so that when
You know
shows
what?
resume.
I grew up on the Ohio-Pennsylvania line. That's my roots. So I think we just may have to get back out there sometime.
It sounds like it
That'll be
might be a bit
pretty
of a
cool.
homecoming of sorts.
Yeah, that'd be a lot
for
of
you
fun.
then. Yeah. And she also, of course, wants to thank you again. She thanks you because one of her favorites is Your Love, so she thanks you for that.
Such a good song.
And she, of course, thanks you because, of course, it doesn't sound like she's going to forget anytime soon the surprise
Oh my goodness.
for her
Birthday
hangout.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So cool.
So she thanks the both of you, as well as our viewers who can. Guys, I like to thank as we spread this out and hopefully maybe get into it. It still just doesn't work, but my heartfelt thanks. I know I can speak for everybody back in the Northwest, our viewership back home, and of course a lot of our folks that have New England and the Northeast has been an incredible blessing to us.
Awesome.
Couple minutes left. Pull it together. It's been an incredible blessing for us, and I guess that's the thing that I had an idea of coming in, but it really, in large ways, really took me aback about how much this thing has really made a difference in the New England area, and that's why I'm just humbled to no end right now because it's. So thank you to the both of you, to all the artists that participate here in doing what you do. In large part, in doing what you do enables us in a lot of ways to do what we do.
Awesome.
And if that makes sense. And I know we all have a part to play in the kingdom. And, the interviews have been phenomenal, but at the same time, these music shows have amped it and stepped it up even more so in another direction. And like I said, without you guys doing what you do, we couldn't do what we do. I couldn't do what I do. And it's nights like these, I'm here to tell you, is a humbling reminder of why the show exists, of why I do what I do each and every day. It's just for blessings like this, because they don't have any idea. I'm sure they're getting a clue right now of how much that their music and their involvement and their support has meant to me. It's
humbling. Thank you, Joe.
Yeah. As meant to me, and it's meant to because it's really amped up another level. It's been the biggest year in our history. Did not see it coming, especially if you would have said that 6 months ago when these Night of Hope things really existed. But New England has been such a tremendous area for us, and it's opened up new doors that has been amazing. And it's been such a joy and a privilege to feature your music, to feature your guys' stories, and Kat, and Heather, and Rachel DeLong was here, and it was just one real big party and show of support, and that's what I took away tremendously tonight. So
It's about.
thank you guys all.
You know what they say?
What?
The best is yet to come.
Ah!
I like that.
I love that. Subtle plug there. The best is yet to come. If you missed it, it was on last night. I hope you definitely should check it out.
I couldn't
better?
Can I?
resist.
Wait a minute. Go ahead.
And Joe, you better see it through. Just
Yes.
had to.
I don't think I could end it any better than that, ladies and gentlemen. So that was our first ever episode from New England, and I'm sure I can go on record. You already heard it. She won't let me off the hook. This definitely will not be our last edition from New England. Special thanks to Stu. We may get him in here. I don't know, but in case we don't, I definitely want to express my sincere gratitude to Stu for having us, for hosting myself out here the last couple of days in New England, for my wonderful friend Kat here, who has been like my personal chauffeur / tour guide over this last couple of days. When I got here, she almost called it bodyguard.
I did. I was going to bring sunglasses tonight, too. and a
Where,
black
you
cat.
where
should've.
are they?
You should have rocked those.
Where are they?
I didn't. They're at my house.
They're-
but-
okay.
Sorry.
See, we're just getting more and more reasons for why there needs to be next time out here.
There does.
Of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
If you're watching us on television, thank you so much for being here for our first ever episode from New England, this very special edition. I know we say that a lot, but this is the first time our show has been this far away from its home base, and it's been just absolutely spectacular. It's been a humbling, fantastic weekend. Hopefully that has shown through here on the show. I want to thank our guests here on the program, Kat Stewart, April Kane, Katie Donovan slid in here for a few minutes. It was only fitting we got her on the program. Matt from Right Hand Shade here joining us. One great big party here in the New England area. And thank you, of course, to our viewers for watching our program.